What's up, y'all? It is approximately, hold on, about hold on, wait a minute. Um, it is approximately what time it is? 8:17 p.m. is when I went live. Um, I went to Dollar Tree and I got about 3 items. They have good things in there, and yeah, so it's like what I said. It's 8:17 now. It's still 8:17. So this is when I actually went live. So I'm on my way back home. This is actually my first time coming out there. I came out late today, which I've been doing for the most part. I've been doing it for quite a while now. You know, since they have like the internet and stuff, you can play around, you can learn things and all that kind of stuff. I got some other stuff I want to talk about on my other YouTube channel too, you know, and I'm just on my uh, just posting, you know what I'm saying? Because I like doing it. I love making videos and stuff of that nature. I didn't know that I was gonna be doing this shit though, but I've been doing it now for like 10 years, you know, and I still love it. It's just like when I first started. But anyway, as y'all can see the title of this video, that's the title. And I want y'all to tell me in the comment section what y'all think about this here. Because I just started pondering this here. Because actually I'm starting to reach in the age bracket up there. I'm close to it, you know, I'm 49. And that's my reason for bringing it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just in that stage. Because I'm in a different stage of thinking when I was in my 30s myself. So the title of this video is called "Is 30 years old too old or too old for a 50-year-old?" Hold on. Is 30 years old too old for a 50-year-old? Is 30 years old? Is 50 years old? That's my bad. If is 50 years old too old for a 30-year-old to be dating a man, whether it be a man or woman? You see what I'm saying? So that was the title of the video. Is 50 years old too old for a 30-year-old to be dating a 50-year-old? Now the reason I guess I'm saying it because different ages is everybody what you everybody has different women has different opinions about it. I guess it depends on how well the man is established, and it depends on how the woman is thinking, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my honest opinion. What do you think? Would you Is 30 years old to you, if you are a female or if you're a male watching this video and you ain't, let's say you ain't even nearby close to 50, or you close to, no, let's just say if you're close to 50 years old, or if you close to reaching that, or maybe you may be young, or you may be 30-year-old watching this video. I'm gonna say 30, maybe. I'm not gonna even go back as far as 20, because at 20 years old, in my honest opinion, so I don't know, you know what I'm saying, but I notice I would say most people, in my honest opinion, if they 30 some years old, especially if they in their 20s, in their mid 20s, 50, for more than likely 49 and 50 years old, in my honest opinion, will be too old, because there's differences in mindset, and the other person is still young and they're not quite um I'm gonna say 50-year-olds. And I'm not saying that they don't, you have people that, I understand you do have people that are more mature for their age than some who are older, because you got some 50 years old who has a very immature mind, and you have some women at 25, I'm gonna say 25 and 30, who has a mind of, they have old, what they call them old souls. You see what I'm saying? It's like they got their shit together. Just like you have some people my age and older than me who actually don't have their shit together. They ain't nowhere near a 20-year-old. And I feel like for me, I'm very behind in my life, succeeding because of the background. I came from a terrible, poor background. You know what I mean? It's just like the average African American, you know what I'm saying, living in a single parent household, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? You come from that home. But anyway, uh, do you think, or do you feel like that? Just give me your thoughts. Do you think that is if you're 30 years old versus a 50-year-old, 49-year-old, or 52, is that too old? Because I know for a lot of young women, because you know what I'm saying, the world we living in now, like I said, I'm trying to break the part down about the mindset. Because see, when I was 30 years old, I used to approach from early 30s to my mid 30s till I turned 39. I was approaching women. When I got in my 40s, it slacked up. And the way that I saw a woman back then, like, damn, I want to get with this woman, I want to get with this female, and bust her down, you know what I'm saying? And things that I didn't have the immature mind at the age of when I feel like when I was in my 20s, I don't feel that I had an immature mind. I feel like I have always been ready as far as mentally when it came. I can't even say I was really ready mentally because there were some stages in my mind that I needed to go through. You know what I mean? You have to work and develop your mind and see if you really want what you want. You see what I'm saying? Because some people can think that they want what they want, just like me. When I was in my 30s, when I was in my 30s, I was thinking that I would be with this woman or with this race of woman or whatever. You know what I mean? As I gotten older, I'm like, damn, I thought that's what I might have wanted, but damn, I was wrong. You see what I'm saying? I was wrong because you may think somebody can see me, a young girl can see me, right? And she will say, let's say she's in her late 20s, 29 or 30, but within her mind, she still don't know what she thinks she know what she wants, right? And I'm looking at that like, oh shit, this girl know what she wants. I'm gonna get with her, not knowing that they can make decisions based upon how they feel. You see what I'm saying? Make a decision based upon you can make a decision 6 months and somewhere down the line, see your mind can start to change and you'll be like, oh, you know what? This is what I thought I wanted. So over 20 years ago, my mind was not thinking where I'm thinking now. When I was in my 40s, I wasn't nowhere near thinking like this here. When I was in my 20s, I wasn't nowhere near thinking like this here. And because I was young and you want to get you want to experience and you see what I'm saying? So a woman maybe at 20 may I'm not saying that they ain't for you. You got some 20-year-olds out there that know exactly what they want and they can actually endure. They can have that endurance of mind to where like, okay, damn, I'm 30 years old. I still love this dude, I still love this guy. You see what I'm saying? It's just all depends, but it's rare. But for the most part, a 20-year-old can, a 30-year-old can be like, damn, I know that's what I want. You see what I'm saying? Because I know, like, let me use this for an example. My sister, right? When she was 22, this was I think in 97, between 22 years old, from what I can remember. She, in essence, I might have to turn this there because somebody got music over there and YouTube give you copyright infringement for music if you don't own the copyright of the music. But when she had her third or fourth child, I can't remember, it's been so long. The guy, the man that she dated, he was like 60 years old, and she wasn't but 22 years old. Did it last? Did that relationship last? No, I would say it didn't last. And I'm not trying to put nobody's whatever. I'm just trying to make up for the video. I'm just doing it for the video to help people to understand. Going back to, is 50 years old too old for a 30-year-old to be dating? Now, back in the day, it was different. Where like for me, I don't want them too young. I don't want them too young. Neither. I don't want them too young. Let me just get that off hand. I don't want them too young, and I don't want them too old neither. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like that's where a lot of women, in my honest opinion, the vast majority of women and men thinking right now, like me, what I just said. They wouldn't want them too young, and they wouldn't want them too old neither. You know, like in the middle, like for a 20-year-old, like a 25-year-old, and for a 50-year-old, in my honest opinion, for the most part, that would be too old for. I would be too old for a 25-year-old, because 50 years old, shit, that's half of 100, right? 51 is over half of 100. So they ain't even nowhere near. They life ain't even started at 25. I would say they life don't start until they turn like 40, in their 40s, in their mid 40s, 46, 40 years, between 40 and your early 40s. That's where your life begins, I would say, because so that's what somebody told me. So shit, they ain't even nowhere near 40. They still in their 20s. They still is thinking like a 20-year-old. You see what I'm saying? They're still thinking like in a 20-year-old bracket. They not thinking in where I'm at now, because you a certain age, your mindset is not the same. Just like me, I'm 49, right? If When I look at a young female, I have a whole different definition of, like, I'm not looking at a woman like, damn, I want to get with this woman. I want to blow her back out and blow her. I want to bust in her, and I want to do all this type of stuff, and I want to get baby. No, I'm not thinking like that. When I look at a woman, that's beautiful, I'm gonna tell you my honest way of thinking. I'm thinking like this here. Uh, I wonder, is she very mature for her age? I'm saying that's how I'm thinking. Is she mature for her age, or either I'm looking at it like, she could be something like a she would remind me of my niece or something like that. You see what I'm saying? This is just me thinking, because my niece, I'm like, that's the way I be looking at it. Damn, shit, I think my niece a little older than her. You know what I'm saying? My niece is in her 30s. She might be 30, in her early 30s or something. You know, that's how I'm thinking when I look at it. And it's in my mind, I'm saying, you know what? She might be very mature for her age. I'm not sitting up there like, damn, I would love to run into that. No, that's not how I'm thinking. I promise you, that's not how I'm thinking. I'm not thinking like that. Matter of fact, I don't think I never had a mind to say, damn, I want to get with this female and I want to run down in her and run into her. Y'all know what I mean when I say that. And I want to have some babies, and I want to be like, what's up, short? No, I never had a mind like that, even when I was in my 20s. I feel like I always had a loyalty mind, a loyal mind, like somebody who is faithful, somebody who is trustworthy, somebody that's honest or whatever, somebody who prayed. I wanted a good church going girl. That's how I was thinking in my mind. In my mind, I'm thinking like, damn, I wish I had a good church going girl, because that's the way my mindset was. But that doesn't mean that my mind wasn't still thinking like, damn, I want to get me a woman and I want to have a baby and I want to run. Man, she's fine, man. She looks good, man. Man, she looked good, man. I would be in love with somebody like that. Or, that's how I'm thinking. But the women wasn't thinking the way that I was thinking. they was still fast and they was in that in witches and warlock mind. You know what I'm saying? And they wanted a man that I said, damn, I'm not gonna have a chance with them because they smoke and then they want a man. They used to the dudes that goes to jail and that's the thug gang and all that kind of stuff. And even when I was in my 20s and teens, I wasn't even nowhere. I feel like to a lot of extent, I had an old soul. That's why I mentioned it earlier in my video. I believe that I think I always, the way I was thinking coming up, I think I always had an old soul. That's the reason why I'm saying, I'm asking you all, I would say, or would you say within yourself, comment to me in the comment section and talk to me. Would you say something like, would you tell me, what would be your answer? Would you say that depends on the woman? Or would you say or that would depend upon how mature they are? Talk to me in the comment section and let me know. I need y'all to talk to me. Hit the comment section up and just talk to me and tell me what are y'all thoughts on that? Do you all think that 50 years old is too old for a 30-year-old? A 30-year-old to be dating a 50-year-old? Yeah. And because it's on my mind, and I guess I'm in that my mindset. Now, maybe when I turn 60, I may think the way I'm thinking in my 50s, I'll probably be thinking even more in advance, or I might be, because you got a lot of people. Hold on. Damn. Oh, shit. I'm trying to turn this goddamn. Yeah, what I'm saying, it was some music back there. That's the reason why I couldn't say anything. But anyway, what do you all think? Just tell me what y'all think. Do y'all think that y'all get it? Just comment in the comment section and just give me your honest opinion on that. Because we know that now, even though you may not can even give me um you may can give me your honest opinion, but you may say, well, my opinion may not mean nothing or whatever, because we all think different. It just depends on the mindset of them. You see what I'm saying? Because maybe y'all comments can help educate me. And I love reading the comments. I do. I love reading comments. I read all the time. I always had that spirit of reading, even though I came up to where I couldn't do it, but I learned how to read through my family members and the people in my community. You know what I'm saying? When I would go over to people's house in the neighborhood or something like that, and they saw that I had a slightness in my understanding of reading, so they helped me a lot, way before social media, because I always liked it to read books, even though I wasn't good at it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm better at it now than I am now. You see what I'm saying? If somebody tell me something now, I can actually go and look it up, you know? But I feel like this is a very interesting topic of what y'all think about that. You see what I'm saying? Tell me what's on y'all. What are y'all thoughts about that so far? Because we know that even you may have a very few, probably that you probably got some people at 40, 50, and 60 years old wouldn't want nobody too young. You know, they can be young but not too young. You see what I'm saying? Some people just no, I'd rather have somebody in my age bracket. Now it all depends on how they took care of themselves. You got to look at it like that too, because you have people, women, or you have men that women that are the same age as the men, and men sometimes don't even date. They wouldn't even date somebody their age. They would date somebody probably a little older than what they is. You see what I'm saying? I guess it depends on how the person, the man or the woman, took care of themselves. It depends. The woman may look at it and say, well, it depends on how the man took care of himself, and the man may look and say, well, it depends. It may depends upon how the woman took care of herself. So I'm not just gonna go off of your age. I'm just gonna go off of how you took care of yourself, and I may be attracted to you based upon how you took care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you have a lot of people that's my age and older don't even look as old as they do. You know, because we don't age too fast, no way. So everybody has a preference, and everybody's preference are different. From you know what I'm saying? Some people's preference, like, well, I'm in my 30s, and I like them older. You know what I'm saying? Some of them, and then you may have some women like, well, my preference is I would rather have them my age, close to my age. I may drop a year or two, but not too old and not too young. So everybody has different preferences on that. My sister probably just had to be one of the people, one of the females that probably said, well, my preference is I don't mind giving the older man a chance. And that's what she did one time. You know, this man was 60, like 60 some years old. Um, and she was like 22 or 23, something like that, somewhere in there. Yeah. And they had a pretty good relationship for a while, you know what I'm saying? So everybody's different. And I'm trying to see, is it anything that I'm leaving out? Because I hope that I'm articulating this pretty good, because I want people to understand where I'm coming from. Um, you have, like I said, let me reiterate this. And you have some people who are older, who are very unmature, I mean, very unmature. And you have some that are younger who are very got their shit together and more very mature for their young age in their 30s. You got some people at 30 who are more ready in the mind than some of the ones who are 50 and 60, because you have a lot of, just because you're older doesn't mean that you're going to be very mature. But you got some who are older who are very unmature and not settled. And you would think, because the person is 60, 70, usually people we thinking about, oh, they very mature for their age. They're very they're very settled and advanced to be so young. But you know what I'm saying? And you would look at the ones who are older and say, well, by them being older, 50 some years old or 70, damn, they very mature and very advanced for their age. But a lot of times it's not always true. You see what I'm saying? So tell me what y'all think. Because even though you got your shit together, some women will be like, well, I understand you got your shit together, you got your stuff together, you pretty much grind, and you ready, you pretty much, you can take care of family, you can do all these things. But I still say I'm looking for somebody that's a little young, still my age, and my age bracket is still a little bit too old for me. They may say, well, you're not ugly or nothing like that. And I understand that you're not ugly or nothing. It's just that I would prefer to have somebody in my age bracket. Even though you got your shit together, I just still want somebody that that's in my age, that my equal, and that I can grow with. You see what I'm saying? Although I understand that because no matter how, you know,
I understand not too young. Yeah, I don't want nobody too young, like I said, and I don't want them too old or too old, but I don't want them too young either. I will say that. Like, well, it's the age, But I don't know. You just never know. I would just have to get different people's perspective and find out, and just talk to a lot of our people, and just find out. Do you What do you think about that? Um, some people may answer me, like I said, and they'll probably be like, well, it all depends. It just depends. Some people like them old, some girls like them old. Women who are older like them older. Younger like some women who are younger like them. Most people have different preferences and different tastes of what they like. So I would have to just talk to some people and find out the different preferences and find out what it is that they really would like. You see what I'm saying? And that way you get different perspectives on uh you know on how they feel dating somebody young or old. What is Do you think 50 years old, 50-year old, excuse me, do you think 50 years old is too old for a 30-year-old to be dating a 50-year-old? Do you think, oh, how did I say that? Do you think for a 30-year-old, do you think 50 years old would be too old for a 30-year-old to be dating? Or would they consider that 50-year-old themselves too young for that 50-year-old? Now, I would say for the most part, yes. It would probably be yes. It would be too young. My age would be too old for a 30-year-old, I would say. You see what I'm saying? A 25-year-old. So you just never know. Now, I might be wrong. Just let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Now I'm out. Okay, hold on. Dating at that age is cool. Okay, I said, all right, 50 versus is 50 too old for a 30-year-old? Because I noticed that, or is 25 years old versus dating a 50-year-old too old for a 25-year-old? Is that like in the age, is that like it's like age and differences and you're thinking on a whole different level? Just like right now, if I would go out and call myself dating a 30-year-old, or maybe especially a 25-year-old, their mind span is nowhere thinking like, I'm not saying, I could be wrong now, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Okay, I was trying to see, I had to look around and see, trying to read the comment because I got the camera flipped around this way, not in the front, because I want to make sure it's a clear view when people look at the camera or whatever. Yeah, I'm doing a video. Yeah, is a 25-year-old, because I looked at a show called Pop the Balloon Find Love, and I've seen the 25-year-old say that a 40-year-old is at 40 years old, that's too old for them, for me, because I'm 25 years old and I'm still young, and I still want to get it out of my system and experience more of life and stuff. And if you coming along as a 50-year-old or 49-year-old or 50-year-old, I'm still gonna be trying to get it in while you want to sit in the house. I'm gonna be wanting to go out, and you know what I'm saying? And you have people like that. You see what I'm saying? Um, so that's what I'm thinking about too. But I would say it all depends 49-year-old person is not going to sit well with a lot of people. You see what I'm saying? They're gonna look at it like, well, you look good. You got your shit together. You can, you know, when it comes to finances, you can take care of a woman. You can do this here, but the breaking thing for me, the issue with me, you're just still a little bit too old. I would rather have somebody that around, at least in my age bracket, or maybe just a little couple of, it can be 25 years old, 25, 6, 7, 28, 29, 30, or something is all right. But when you start getting up into 40s and 50s, you ain't nowhere near 40, you 50, you close to 50, that may be a little bit too much for me. You know what I'm saying? Which I can understand, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be with somebody that's too young nowhere. You know? Not too young, you know? Yeah. So let me know what y'all think. I thought whoever put this comment there, they say dating at that age is cool. Or I guess they mean, I'm assuming that they mean my age. At 49 is cool. Dating at that age is cool. Now I hear some people say, well, I ain't got to, let me go ahead and close it out. I didn't say it enough. I'm gonna talk a little bit more in another video about this here. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section about this video. Now I'm out.